ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, dude. Welcome back. So today's a pretty exciting day for me, dude, because I've been waiting for this moment to unveil to you guys the new taillights Anzo finally dropped for the 22 Tundra. I'm so freaking hyped, dude. So at SEMA, Anzo dropped their headlights and their taillights for these 3rd gen Tundras, which I've been looking forward to for a very long time, because when I first bought my truck 8 months ago, overall, I didn't get anything too premium on my truck. I don't have the premium headlights or the premium taillights that have a sequence to them when you turn the blinkers on, stuff like that. I don't have even the TRD package on it. It's simply just an SR5 non-hybrid crew cab with 4x4, and everything else had to be redone. I had cloth interior. I swapped that out for leather, redid all my suspension. I mean, there was a lot of things I had to do to make it kind of like more to my standard. And I knew looking forward, when I first bought my truck, there had to be some sort of aftermarket solution, at least coming soon, for the headlights and the taillights, because I'm a huge fan. I love lighting. Proper lighting to me is pretty major. Anzo released their headlights and their taillights for these Tundras. These are a unreleased version for right now. The production version comes very soon. We'll talk more about that once we put them on and check them out. But I can promise you guys, you are not ready. Also too, my voice is kind of weird right now. I'm sure you guys noticed, maybe not, I don't know, but I'm definitely sick right now. Russ and I both got sick at like the same time before the last video that we filmed together on this channel. So yeah, anyways, let's pull the taillights out and check them out. You guys can kind of see it there through the protective wrap. Just like that, dude. Check these things out. Oh my goodness, dude. What? Look at these things right here. I'm nervous holding these things because like this is one of the 3 sets in existence right now from Anzo. So I'm like holding on to it with dear life. But dude, check that out. Totally clear except for a couple red reflectors right there for DOT sake. Love the design of them here on the backside. You have that light bar there on the side, and then more lights here. There's a lot more going on than the factory taillight, that's for sure, where we have like these 3 sort of strips of light right there. And it's pretty much all there is to these. These are a lot more. They're not overly done though, is the best part. They're not like too much. It's just enough, but it still kind of imitates a factory look with this light bar right here going up the side corner that we already have on here. It just kind of changed out this part and then added more lighting on the inside here versus that reflector that we have here on the factory taillight. And the scratch right here was from the dunes. I found a fence some way somehow, but oh, there too, in the wrap. Super quick and easy install. It's like 2 bolts on either side. One right there, 2 10 mils, and then we'll unplug the wiring harness from the factory lights and put them right into here. Direct plug and play, no cutting, no nothing, you have to modify anything at all. They go right on plug and play. I'm gonna show you guys the difference between PPF and non-PPF. I mean, this one's already banged up anyway, so it's time to, I guess, redo it if I ever need to. Put these back on, I'll have a freshly PPF taillight if I redo it, but for the tint and the after, so not like a super dark finish to it. I want it to be like a super dark red. Nothing, I don't like black taillights. I just want like a super dark red finish on my taillights. I think that color or that tint right there just nailed it. 2 bolts, one there on top and then one there on the bottom, and that's pretty much it. So let's take those off real quick. Pull the taillight directly towards the rear, and there's 2 clips right there. Well, I guess there's 1 clip and 1 stuck on the taillight right there, but there's 2 of these guys right here that go into these guys. So you pull it directly towards the rear and it comes right out. Also too, dude, I'm never ever hitting mud again. Dude, I spent 2 hours at the car wash pressure washing what I thought was every bit of mud out, but it still didn't come out completely. Mud's everywhere still. And the engine bay got so bad, it's not worth it. Do not ever want to hit mud again, dude. I'm all for dirt. That blows out real nice, rinses off without any problems, but dude, this is just... Anyways, now there's a wire harness, 1 plug for the entire taillight here. There's a little release right there on the bottom where my thumb's at right there. Pinch it in, and then it pulls right out, and that's it. First off, give it some power and plug in the harness carefully, because I know those little connectors in there can be a little flimsy sometimes. So make sure it's lined up right and go right down until it clicks. And just like that, we'll throw it in, take a screw and tighten it in real quick. These things are insane. I can't stop staring at them. And I love how they don't look overly modified. I mean, they do look pretty modified, but there's a lot of OEM inspiration, like the trim around the edge here. This whole plastic piece here looks OEM. And then this part of the inside of the taillight is an OEM styling point too, except for it's clear. And of course they changed the rear part here as well as the side dramatically, and yeah, they look freaking insane, dude. Now Anzo's dropping a smoked set also. That's the plan right there. Dude, this is the clear one actually. This is the non-smoked version, even though it does look pretty dark. It's because everything inside of it, the inner housing is all black and then clear around it with the small bits of red for DOT on the top there and the bottom. The reflectors are in red, but aside from that, everything is black and clear, which looks, oh my god, so menacing, dude. Also, check this out. So I'll turn the hazard lights on, and you guys will see that not only do these lights have a red light function to them for the brakes and stuff like that and tail lights, but when the hazards are on or the turn signals, they flash yellow. It's pretty cool right there. So yeah, because the OEM set, the factory set I took off, only ever flashes red for turn signals or hazards, or tail light, brake light, whatever. It's only ever red. And now when the turns are on or the hazards, they're yellow. Also too, check this out. You guys can really tell on the camera because the refresh rate on my phone's a little too slow, but we have 3 rows of LED bulbs in there, facing directly to the rear. And there's actually a sequence to it from the most right side to the middle to the left when they're flashing, all the way to this light bar here and around the side. There's an actual sequence to it, just like the premium set of taillights come factory on the higher trim levels of these Tundras. So I don't think you guys can really tell because the phone makes it look all weird, but yeah, it's a pretty cool feature right there. So there are the hazards slash turn signals, which is pretty sick. So later on tonight, we'll showcase these things again when the sun goes down. Before that though, I want to take it down to the car wash and do a water seal test. Put the pressure washer on it and make sure these things are sealed up nice and tight and water gets in and stuff like that. And later on tonight, we'll check them out again. It's always good to see no messages there on the dash. So there's no messages, no error codes popping up, and no hyper flashing either, so everything's good on that end too. Turn signals work fine, and the hazards, everything is good, so all good. All right, so I just pulled the taillights out really quick so I can pressure wash all this stuff out first, because that's a whole mess right there. What's all that? Check them out. What you think? By the way, they passed the water test with flying colors. So sick, huh?
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Stacked taillight look back here directly facing the rear. All those little notches. And there's like 3 lights per each one. And then there's a light here, a glow here on the side.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool too. So it's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
And then when they're off, they have like a clear look to them, which is really cool. Couple little red reflectors right there, but for the most part it's clear with like a tint to it. So super sick look. But yeah, that's them at nighttime right there. So sick. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. I can't stop looking at them all day. I was just like, oh my goodness. Transform the entire truck. And also what's cool too is the fact that it matches the cargo lamps up there too, since it's all clear. It came factory all clear. I put a yellow like tint on it right there on the outermost part, but yeah, since that's all clear with like a black trim.
It looks really cool.
Yeah,
Just
it does.
noticing the details, you know.
A lot of details too, huh?
Yeah, it is. Very intricate.
It is, for sure. So, hop in the truck though and hit the brake light for me. There you guys have it. Yeah, those are nice and bright too. Pretty comparable to the third brake light in brightness, so that's good. And not overly bright, just a good level of brightness for sure. And then it wraps around the side here too. So I love how it has more going on than the factory lights. I think it looks awesome how it just has more detail to it. They are pretty intricate, like Cindy said. Now hit the hazard lights for me, because the key's in my pocket, so the signals won't work, but she probably doesn't know where it's at. It's in the middle. Actually, here, take the keys. Oh, there you go. So there's the hazard. Turn it off real quick. Turn them off, and then turn them on. Red and then yellow. I was wondering, so the factory lights don't have a yellow to them. So if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can or not, but because on the video it looks kind of red still, but it's actually yellow. It's very yellow actually. So what's cool about this is it has a yellow turn signal and a yellow hazard, and the brake lights are red still. I was wondering how the taillights knew when to flash yellow, because essentially it's just the same signal as far as the taillight's concerned, just on a relay instead, so it blinks versus staying on with the brake lamp for a longer period of time. But yeah, so turn them off and then turn it on again. So yeah, flashes red the first time and then goes to yellow. It should be available for purchase in about 2 to 3 months. Follow Anzo's Instagram page for better updates. I'm pretty active on their Instagram account, so follow them there, and I'm sure they'll update you guys on when exactly they'll be available for purchase. All I have for you guys for now. Catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace out.